How is your dream such a small thing?
Okay, Kibe, you can't belittle someone's dream.
I'm not belittling it. I'm just saying that we don't really know what our dreams are. So forget about your dreams. Forget about what you're studying in campus right now, because that will not help you. Very few out of 1,000 people, maybe one will get a job.
Kiss, Kenya's #1 hit music station.
Did for a while.
Yeah.
But there's a hashtag that came out of nowhere.
Nowhere.
The hashtag was Depressed Youth KE. Depressed Youth KE.
Yeah.
I saw it and my heart was just torn into shreds.
It trended full.
A whole day. Depressed Youth KE. Do you know what that means for a country, even for a hashtag like that? You guys, Jews, you were saying how Kenya is going up in the index of happiness.
Oh, yes.
And then we have a hashtag. We're not even going to it yet.
Yeah.
Depressed Youth KE that trends.
Yes.
Now, this is what one person had to say. His name is Jim Francis.
Mm-hmm.
Pressure ya kutafuta job. Being in relationships. Loans. This is what is the major killer, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Losing a lot of bets. I don't know whether he bets, all right? Kuanzisha business and then it fails.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much expected
mm-hmm.
in the short time that we're calling this person youth.
Yeah.
And this person has to create themselves. And I'm not just talking about the men. Because most of the time we talk about the boy child here, we feel sorry for the boy child.
Yeah.
The depressed youth right now is not just the boy.
It's youth. It's everybody.
Oh, the pressure on these human beings. You maybe are just coming out of it. But I'm talking about anybody from 18 leaving high school
mm-hmm.
to like 26.
Imagine.
Before you find yourself.
Yeah.
There's so much pressure for you to perform. You have to have a nice phone. You have to go to the best gigs. Right? You have to dress the best way. Show everybody on Instagram that you're making it. Still be a baller even in campus. Have a girlfriend that looks good and that you can provide for.
Mm.
You as a girl, you have to keep all the sponios away.
Okay, no, that is not that trivial.
I'm just trying to say, there are too many things happening to this person and nobody's talking about it. And yesterday they came up and said, this is what we are feeling.
And it was, what shocked me first of all was the force. That that was how we were going to get the attention. That was how we were finally going to get people to pay attention. That it had to be a trend. Depressed Youth KE. Do you know, for me, that just put so many young people in a deep, dark, black pot of sadness, and I was shocked.
Where is the pressure coming from? At 21, 22, you should be able to drink and wake up the next day without a hangover. As in, your life should just be one nice, happy party.
But
how are you guys going through this thing? It's so much for you.
Vitu kwa ground is different. Let's have this conversation. I'm going to tell you.
I feel so sorry.
What happened after we discovered this hashtag and how the story became even more real in a pretty harrowing way. None of us were ready. Let's get back into a bit of music, but don't go anywhere. We're still here. This is The Morning Kiss with myself, Kamene Goro, and Andrew Kibe. Jana, because?
Kamene, you went to campus, and I know this is a very touchy subject for you.
Yeah.
Right? But you went to campus, and you studied.
Yeah.
And coming out, you knew by the time you're living like this, there'll be law firms at the gate of the campus asking you, come and join our prestigious organization.
Yes.
Were they there?
No.
Okay.
No.
You guys have to intern like for a whole year for free, right?
For free? First of all, no. You're thrown into Kenya School of Law to redo everything that you did.
Yes.
You have to do 6 months free work under what is called pupillage. And then you get into the system and work for another 1 year, getting nothing. The following year, you probably get 13 to 20,000 before you get into a pay grade. I say it's so unfortunate, and I hate to use myself as an example, but the people I was in university with and me right now, you guys, our pay grade is totally different. And you can imagine that frustration coming out of an institution. Yesterday, we met a young girl, 20 years old. 20. This girl was serving us. This is mchana. This is during the day. This girl was serving us. She has an 8 to 5 job. And I looked at her and, X told her, she was like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. You're so adorable. And I kid you not, she has one of the most pure, untouched spirits. She looks like a ball of sunshine. And we're like, yes. Until she told us that at the age of 20, she's working an 8 to 5 at a restaurant to make money to pay her school fees. And even after paying her school fees, Ngoja, she knows, even after paying her school fees, bottom of her heart, she knows that there are no jobs out there. She is hoping to be one of the few, an exception.
That is my problem right now. Because we need to come to some Indio Shida. Shida Nigani. Indio Shida, Sawa, you have promised me that if I come and work here at Radio Africa for 30 days, at the end of 30 days, you're going to pay me a salo. You guys, that salo doesn't come after 30 days, there's a problem. Kicking windows, doors, nini, everything. Okay? You tell me, I go to primary. I tell you, fine, I'll go. You tell me, when you leave primary, the next place you have to go to is high school. I said, no problem, I'll go. After high school, I tell you, I don't want to go anywhere. You tell me, no, university is very important.
Go.
Because you cannot get a job without a degree. You go. Just before you finish your degree, you're told this degree is as good as a Form 4 certificate. Now you need what? A master's. Okay? And nobody is going to employ you with a master's because you're probably too valuable at some point. So my point is this thing that we were told to go for, that is not getting me that job.
That's not giving me the dream.
There is nothing that is working. How is a 20-year-old having to work for her sustenance? This is a Chile. She's working for her sustenance. Imagine how vulnerable she is.
How do you expect us not to be depressed is my question.
If you want comebacks,
Today, hashtag depressed youth KE. Had us really thinking about what's happening amongst us as young people. We're trying to unpack what's happening in our society that caused such a reaction. You know, by the time you're seeing something trending on social media, it means that there's so many people who are talking about it at that particular time that it's alarming. You know? So we saw the hashtag, we saw a lot of sentiments, and I think I want us to get one thing clear, if you don't mind me saying. You know, a lot of people are over here saying that there are a lot of lazy graduates out there. There are a lot of people who are privileged and don't want to do the extra mile and, you know, surpass their adversity or their struggle. And everyone has a solution of how to come out of the struggle. That's not the person we're talking about, okay? We're not talking about the person who has no initiative in their life. We're talking about the young 20-year-old girl that I met yesterday, who at the age of 20, 7 years younger than me, at the age of 20 is working an 8 to 5 to pay her school fees in pursuit of the dream that she knows and has already been told is not going to happen for her. She told me how she had a mentor who's a CEO at a very big company. And she said that she told this guy that, I want to study mass communication. And this guy told her, no, don't study mass communication. You won't get that job. It's not for you. It's not your dream. Go to a polytechnic and study something to do with your hands.
Carpentry or something.
Her mentor told her that. Told her, this is your dream. Given how it is in this day and age today, your dream is not going to happen. Go learn how to make something with your hands. This is a full CEO. This is a guy who is living the dream. But yet he has the audacity to tell a young 20-year-old girl, forget about your dream. It's not going to happen.
I'm with the CEO. I want to reiterate to the young girl. You see, many of us, let me talk about us because I was in the same position. Many of us have built our dreams on other people's minds. So your dream is not your dream. Your dream is what you think other people would want. So when she comes and says, I want to do mass communication and my dream is to be a radio presenter or a TV anchor or whatever. That's not a dream. That's a job like any other. You get? How is your dream such a small thing?
Okay, Kibe, you can't belittle someone's dream.
I'm not belittling it. I'm just saying that we don't really know what our dreams are. So forget about your dreams. Forget about what you're studying in campus right now, because that will not help you. Very few out of 1,000 people, maybe one will get a job.
What are you saying?
Right? I'm just being depressive. Let me just finish. So this chick is in campus. She's working to pay for campus. Twende pole pole. She's working to pay for campus. Can you hear the oxymoron in that? Don't you go to campus to work? She's working to pay for campus. Then when she leaves campus with a BCom, there'll be no job for her. And now she'll be too valuable to go back and work as a waitress where we found her. So she's going to be jobless. with a degree, because she can no longer go back to being a waitress, because the pride of the degree is in her heart, because she has spent 4 years chasing this degree. She's not going to be a waitress.
I'm so disappointed.
If some people were to stay, let's be honest, in this country, let's just say education is not working. It's not. If it was, we would not have all these crises, would we? Now, if education is not working as we know it, okay, the transfer of information is not working as we know it, because when you chomoka with that degree, Kamene, right now you have a law degree, it's not working for you. How many other people do you think have the same useless piece of paper and cannot do a single thing with it? They probably even forgot what they learned in school. That's how long it has been since they practiced a trade. It is better to be honest with this young girl and tell her, go to a polytechnic and do something that even when your papers are not required, you can still make money. If you are a carpenter today, you will not sleep hungry. True or not true? If you're a plumber today, you will not sleep hungry. But if you have a degree in BCom and you don't have a job, bro, you're going to sleep hungry every day until you get a job and wait 30 days to get paid.
Kibe, you're saying that we shuffle the dream, forget all of it, and just survive, is what you're telling us this morning.
No, we just redo the whole thing. Let's not be afraid to have this discussion.
Okay.
Let's not be afraid to have the discussion that this is not working.
There's a gentleman here called Collins Masharia. He's saying he's in campus and he's already lost hope. He's walking like a zombie for his first life in campus. He's walking like a zombie, and his life in campus is survival. If you don't come from a rich family, then after campus, he knows that he's just going home because there's no job for him. And even if he wanted to employ himself, where do I get my capital?
Bas, your whole story is right there.